Christmas with carnies. And I'll just tell you what that means, because in Alaska, a lot of us don't have our families with us. This is before I was married, had my kids up there. So when I was younger, and it was just pretty much me for Christmas, and then the local people in my community, which were not very many. There was about 1,600 people in the community, and it was really spread out. So people met for like poker night on Wednesday night, and the holidays they would meet up and certain things. But in the wintertime, Alaska, cold and quiet, and not a lot going on. But Christmas, people got together. And I do not like crowds, and I really don't even like going to Christmas parties. But, you know, Christmas comes, and I've been alone for a while, and I'm just going to step up and do it. Now, this Christmas, a friend invited me over to their cabin, and just a mile down the road from my cabin. And he said, hey, got some friends coming from Fairbanks, some from Anchorage. A couple people flew in. Now, hardly any of these people have family in Alaska, so it's sort of like everybody who's going to be normally alone is going to get together. And there's a winter carnival in Fairbanks. They have an ice carving festival, and it's pretty neat. Big ice sculptures, big massive ones. So I said, all right, I'm going to go for it. You know, it sounds like it'll be interesting, you know, carnival people showing up. And then also another guy he wanted me to meet, another human that he wanted me to meet. Now, the big deal here is my ride to the store with this human, but building up to that is all the people that I met at this party, Christmas party. So they start showing up. I'm there. I'm kind of there early because I live closest to that house, and I was helping them get set up. And a few people showed up from locals, some people that I already knew. And then they started filtering in from Fairbanks. I think there was about 30 or 40 people. Now, the feast was going to be haggis. And I don't know if you know what haggis is, but haggis is a stomach lining of, I think, a goat. Now, I'm probably wrong. Correct me here in the comments. Haggis, I believe it's an Irish tradition, and it's a stomach lining stuffed with organs of the goat, and it just sounds awful. And I was like, I'm not having that, you know. And they weren't having anything else except the drinks and the potatoes and all that. But you had to try the haggis. And then I started to learn that part of this whole thing is some of the carnies that were coming, they were going to drop acid. And I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be weird. Acid, haggis, carnies, and my ride to the store coming up. So first person shows up. It's somebody that I've already seen before, local community. Now, you guys have seen my video. This is true. So one of my subs, Arctic Vanilla, he'll probably comment on this. He has seen this guy, the paraplegic moose hunter. It's real. And he's the hunter with no legs. And he's big buff guy, you know. And he actually moose hunts in the fall. No legs. He's got a little sled he scoots around on. And he goes out just off the road, hunts. And that guy is another loner. Well, he shows up with another native guy that's kind of local that I'd seen before, didn't know him. Anyway, then a couple more show up. Then we have Midnight Mike, who I've talked about in videos. Midnight Mike doesn't talk. He doesn't say any words. But, you know, he smiles. He's friendly. And Midnight Mike, he got that name from being the midnight cleaner at the hotel there, the maintenance guy. So here we all are, people. And then here comes now. You know, don't get offended by this because I'm open-minded and I'm like diverse, you know. I don't care who's showing. Here comes the bearded bartender lady from Skinny Dick's halfway in. Skinny Dick's is a bar in Alaska. It's true. Look it up. I know my subs know about it. I made a video about Skinny Dick's. It's called the Halfway Inn, and viewer discretion advised. It's between Fairbanks and Nenana. Skinny Dick's. She's the bartender, big full beard Alaskan woman. Really cool lady and well known in Alaska. So we got the bearded lady, the carnies who loved her. Everything's going on, and they run out of some stuff. I can't remember what we ran out of. It wasn't beer or alcohol, but this big guy's like, "I'll go to the store," and then my friend who knew him, mutual friend, said, "Hey, Darren will go with you," because I was just kind of sitting over there alone, and I said, "Oh, okay, I'll go," you know, and here, meet my friend. This is Jack. And Jack worked for Alaska Pipeline, big guy or human, and he had the Alaska truck there, you know, the pipeline truck that he drove down from Fairbanks, company truck, and just going to stay a couple hours and have dinner with us. But here's the thing about Jack is Jack was in prison years ago, and now he's the head IT guy, IT security guy for Alaska Pipeline. But he was in prison years ago, but he was a man then. And so he changed and transitioned. Or I'm sorry, he was a woman. I messed that up. And now he's a man working for. And so this is a diverse crowd. I mean, fully diverse, not something I'm used to all the time, like especially in the middle of the winter. Everybody just shows up. And so I'm going to go to the store with Jack. And I didn't know what was going on with Jack at the time. And he told me the whole story while we were driving to the store, which was 13 miles away, 26 miles round trip. So Jack tells me the whole story, how he was, once a woman and then went to a man, and then now he was in prison and actually got transferred to a man's prison after the transition, and then worked for Alaska Pipeline. And this guy is a big guy, man, really nice guy, interesting story. Then we head back to the party. The Christmas party. A bunch of people had shown up while we were gone, and the place was just getting weirder and wackier. And I'll tell you, I did try the haggis. I tried a little bite of it. Awful. And the haggis, the bite of the haggis was like, that called it for me. I was ready to go home. Please like and subscribe, and keep watching. We got more coming. My stories are all me, real. A lot of them from Alaska. But I had to share my Christmas with carnies having haggis.